Tina and Dorena sit round the table, sharing laughs like old folklore fables. From the ocean breeze where the waves do call, to the Vegas lights standing 10 feet tall. Oh, they chat with joy and a twinkling eye.
Living in Vegas.
No, I'm just kidding. The truth? No. I actually love Las Vegas. Coming from Riverside, well, you know, we did my little history, but Riverside, I worked full time, and also being full-time parent, I didn't have time to like actually make friends other than my coworkers. My coworkers were my only friends, and we only hung out at work. So yeah, I was a loser in Riverside. I'm sorry, but I love my coworkers and I love the office I worked for, the dental assistant for forever. So being in Las Vegas and finally being able to be like home with the kids and stuff, it gave me the opportunity to make friends, spend time with friends. So being in Las Vegas, I actually have a social life. And I guess that's the best place to have a social life is in the city of Las Vegas, even though we never go on the strip.
Right, that's the crazy thing. That is the crazy thing about living in Las Vegas, that locals really, truly don't go to the strip.
No.
It's like we avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
It's funny because when friends come in, I'm like, where are you staying? Oh, we're staying on the strip. Well, let me know if you need any recommendations.
Yeah, because when we have visitors, I'll be like, yeah, my parents are taking you. I'm not going on the strip. I don't.
Girl, I won't even pick a guest at the airport.
I'll do the airport.
For real, I'll send the boys.
I have no problem with
I
the
get
airport.
anxiety picking up people at the airport, especially Las Vegas airport.
But there are some local places, or I should say there's places that the locals go to that are a lot of fun, and we're not sharing.
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe you'll catch us in one of those places.
Yes. But we do have our favorite spots, you know, that only locals attend. So, and we have a good time together, you know. But I love Las Vegas. There's a good Chamorro community out here because I grew up my whole life, like more towards my Mexican side. So being out here, I get to know my other side. And I've met family that I never knew existed. Friends that have turned into family. I love Las Vegas.
Same here.
Yeah.
I love Vegas too. It's hard to believe because I'm a coast girl. I was raised on the East
the beach.
Coast.
We miss the beach.
Yes. But I thought that would probably be the hardest thing for me to do is not. I would always compare everything like because I have no beach. There's no beach. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I think everything else makes up.
Yeah.
And look, we're not even.
And we're not that far
from California,
exactly.
So we just go back whenever we want to.
Yep.
Well, that is probably the only thing that I miss about California. But everything else, I love Vegas, and it's crazy because the kids every time we go back, like I took Kaylee back last summer, and she was like, "I can't believe we lived here."
Yeah, we were just there for Christmas, and we were freezing because I wouldn't put like an exclamation mark on there, but I do enjoy the heat, but not when it's like super hot.
115.
But I do enjoy it being warmer out here, and that's like being able to, you know, as long as we have a pool, which we do, you know, so we can just jump in the pool or whatever. Somebody has a pool out here that you can borrow or go to their house, but so I do enjoy that. I don't miss the cold weather being in California. Like that ocean breeze for me is like it. Especially now that I'm 40, my bones are not the same. That ocean breeze, like when I was there in December for Christmas, my knees were killing me. I mean, bad. So when I came back, even though it's cold here, it's different. It's a different cold. It's not like that icicle cold that like hits your joints.
I feel like I get colder now every time I go to California.
Yeah, that's
because we're so used to being in like 115 degrees, 113 degrees. And that's the number one question. Like, I don't know how do you guys stand the heat there? We live in an air conditioned house.
We stay inside most of the time.
We walk from my air conditioned house to my air conditioned car that's parked in my garage to the air conditioned business.
Yeah.
So we're literally in the heat for like seconds.
And I like our heat because it's dry. We're not sticky. It's not a sticky heat. Like if you go to Guam, oh my gosh, I'm sticky. You know, like, and my hair is like this.
Even San Diego. Every time I go back to San Diego for the summer, just during the summertime, my hair frizzes.
Yes.
It's sticky hot. I feel like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't like the sticky.
I hate it.
This is, we have dry heat here. So even though you're sweating, you're not touching each other and like glued, you know? So I love Las Vegas.
Same
though.
here.
I enjoy it so far. I mean, you haven't chased me away yet, so. I like it.
I go.
So, yeah. Okay. So my question for you is, because looking at you, I don't know what the heck you are. Like when I first meet you, I'm like, okay, I know you're an islander or something, maybe Hawaiian, I don't know. But what are your nationalities?
I am Chamorro. My mother's from Guam and my father is from the Philippines. Growing up though, because I lived on the East Coast, Virginia of all places, I was like the only brown person in my class all the time. And everybody would ask me, what are you? What are you? And if I told them I was from Guam, oh my gosh, especially back in the 80s, you know, nobody knew where Guam was.
The year I was born in
knew.
The 80s.
God, nobody knew where Guam was. So just to make long story short,
Yeah.
I'm from Hawaii. Oh, I've been there. I've been there. Because I have to.
Stole another culture.
Hey, no, I love all cultures. Some of my best friends are from
We're
Hawaii.
all islanders.
I love their culture.
We have island love.
Yes, I have island
everyone.
love for everybody.
Yes.
Even when I go to Hawaii, I never stay in Waikiki, ever. I don't want to be where the tourists are. I go where all the locals go. So, yeah. But now, people know where Guam is now. You know,
a little bit more.
People are more educated about where Guam is. It is a territory of the United States. So, yes, we are.
But we're not allowed to vote. Damn it. True. I mean, we are. But
we are. I am. But the thing is, too, is like, I'm always asked, are you a citizen? Like, bitch, it's a territory.
Yes.
Right? Us and Puerto Rico are territories of the United States.
Yes.
So, yes, when I was born, I was stamped U.S. citizen on my ass.
Is that really on there? Can I see? I need to fact check this.
No, girl. But I'll show you my birth certificate.
So my nationality, I'm half Chamorro. My mom is from Guam, born and raised. And my dad is Mexican, so I'm half Mexican.
What do we call you? What were we trying to call you?
Mexaroro. Churro. Mexamoro. I don't know. There's a t-shirt somewhere on Amazon for that. But yes, so I'm half Mexican and half Chamorro. But growing up, everyone thought I was Filipino. When I was skinnier back in the day. You know, every year I age, so does the scale. But, when I was skinnier, definitely looked more, I think, Filipino. But I grew up in Soledad, so majority of the town is Mexicans, you know?
Right.
So I loved claiming Guam. I wore my Guam jackets to school all the time. Like I love my Mexican side, don't get me wrong, but I love being different. So I definitely like leaned more like I'm an islander, like I'm different, you know, so I love both my cultures, but yeah.
I don't know. I look at you. What
do I look like?
I think you look more Mexican.
I think I do
Mexican.
too. The bigger I got, the more Mexican I turned.
When I first saw you, I thought you were Filipino.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, my dad, he's full Mexican, and everybody thinks he's Filipino. But my dad, he was born in Texas, raised in Salinas. But when he touched that island red dirt, he is Chamorro. My dad is more Chamorro than my mom. If he could live in Guam, he would. So, but everybody thinks he's Filipino. They don't, when they look at him, they don't, because he has his Hawaiian shirts. My next question for you would be, your oldest son is going to be a first-time daddy.
Yes.
He does have a wonderful stepson, but this, his first experience from the beginning. Yes. And you're going to be an official first-time grandma. What fears, if any, do you have of being a grandma?
I don't have any fears. Obviously, I'm excited. It's a girl, so she'll be here in about 3 months. Where are we at? January.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter, well, soon to be daughter-in-law, because he proposed.
Yes.
He proposed over Christmas. She's due April 3rd, I think. So we're hoping like end of March-ish that she'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope, you know what, she's healthy. That's all I ask, is that she's healthy and that she's, but as for being a grandma, it took a minute. For a minute there, it would just be like out my mind, you know, when I first found out. And I can't believe we're already here. We're here. Like, like, oh my gosh. I'm actually going to be a Nana in 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you're going to have her call you?
Yeah,
Nana?
I'm going to keep it traditional. I'm going to keep it traditional. None of this glamour. None of this, girl, accept this shit. Just accept it. Call me Nana. I'd rather be called Nana. No offense to my Filipino families, but I'd rather be called Nana than Lola.
I was going to ask. No Lola?
No.
Yeah.
That makes me feel even older. It's bad enough I'm already going by Nana, like, you know. But if she called me Lola, I think I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be even older. Then my tongue is really going to come out. And that too, I've just learned to accept getting old. The only thing I do fight gracefully is my face. Is my face. Okay, gray hair, let it come. Let it come. But just not the face.
I dye mine, but I need a touch up.
I just accept it.
No. I'm not as old as you yet.
Oh my God.
Even though
she's 10 years older than me.
Even though she probably, she looks my age or younger, so I don't know. She does age gracefully, so.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4, but 2 came out of me. And 2 were my instant family, my instant kids. So I have 2 stepkids and 2 biological kids. So 2 boys and 2 girls. So my stepkids I have a stepson and a stepdaughter. And then I have my daughter who's 14 and my son who's 6.
Peanut.
Yes. You guys will meet Peanut eventually. If you haven't already been to my Instagram or Facebook page, my son has Down syndrome and he's just the best blessing to our family. And he's so freaking cute and he's hilarious. So
he is.
You'll meet him eventually.
Lots of personality, that kid.
And my daughter doesn't like to be in front of the camera, but my son does. So you'll see more of him than her. But so I have 4 altogether, but 2 that are with me. Yes. And you?
I have 4 too. All mine. One is 30, one is 21. My daughter is 15, and then my youngest is 13, right? 13? Yeah, 13.
Oh, man.
So 3 boys, 1 girl.
1 girl.
1 girl, but I'm telling you, man, she acts just like her brothers. She's no shit for her. Nothing girly about her.
And my daughter is girly. And they are the bestest of friends.
Right? They chat so loudly too. My goodness.
Yes. That's too funny. But yeah. Our girls pretty much brought us together.
Yeah. Yeah. If they weren't in the same dance group, there wouldn't be in us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe not the way we are now.
Right.
Yeah, not there. There would be in us, but just not the way we are now.
So my question would be, or my next question would be, what is the most impactful advice you've ever received? Deep.
Getting deep.
Yeah.
Most impactful advice that I ever received that I keep with me to this day: God's not going to give you more than you can't handle. Period.
Yeah.
I've found myself in the lowest of lows. Like in my 20s, I went through a lot of bad times. Not, just family, just things that a 20-year-old shouldn't be going through, And the one thing that got me out of all of it, I would have to constantly say to myself, God's not going to give you more than you can't handle. I remember specifically, I was turning 30. I remember exactly where I was. I was driving from work, driving home so I can go to my birthday dinner. And I was having such a hard time accepting 30. I don't know why it was so hard for me to accept 30. And I remember that song. You may be too young, but that song,
I'm an old soul.
I Can't Fight This Feeling Anymore by REO Speedwagon.
I know that song.
That was just like my sign of, all right, this is it. I'm turning 30. What in my 20s did I do? When I started reflecting on everything I did in my 20s, send it, God. Like if you did all of that to me in my 20s, there is nothing in my 30s that I can't handle. And every time I get down, I feel like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What am I going to do? That's just my way of pulling myself out of it and saying, all right, this is what God gave me. How am I going to get out of this?
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
What is yours?
Yeah. While you were talking, I was still listening, but I was thinking too. We're women. We can multitask. I know I've received a lot of really good advice throughout my life because I've had trauma. No, no, but for I have received, but the only thing that I can really always pops into my mind because I grew up very religious. So the one thing my dad always told me growing up was always to, just be accepting,
Right.
to people. So his quote was, love the sinner, not the sin. So I've always lived by that.
That's a
I
good
love
one.
the sinner, not the sin. And so my dad taught me that. And and that's just like a life lesson for me, was always love people. It doesn't mean you have to agree with the same things. Doesn't mean you have to be the same religion, be the same
Right.
anything. Completely different people, and still love each other and still be accepting. And so I've always lived by that, So
Good one.
yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah, love the sinner, not the sin. Yep. Art Berlanga taught me that.
Thanks, Art.
But yeah, so that's the one thing
So-
that sticks in my mind.
So if we ran into your worst enemy, would you love them with open arms? Would you?
I would accept them as human beings, but just because you can be respectful does not mean you have to tolerate to be around negativity.
Say that one more time. One more time.
So I'll always respect people. Not that they earned it or deserved it, but for myself. Sorry, I'm touching my mic and my susus. But for myself and for my morals and for who I am and what I stand for, I will respect you. And until you do something to my kids, then I call her.
Ooh, good one.
But yeah, so I will say hi and pass on by.
Would you hug like how we normally do?
I would totally fake hug people. Totally, 100%. I do.
So if you're on her bad side, just know that
If it's one of these hugs and not a susu to susu hug, then you know it's a fake one.
girl.
But my mom raised us like that. No matter, even if you didn't know that person, you go and amen. You greet people as you come in, every single person in the room. You don't skip. And that's how I was raised. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's how I was raised. And that's, yeah.
I don't know about that. I have a different approach.
And that's okay. We love the sinner, not the sin.
You're so much better than me. Because I can hold a grudge forever.
Hey, it doesn't mean I like you or want to hang out with you, but I'll say hi.
I don't like anything negative in my presence.
Yeah.
I don't like anything negative in my presence. If you're messing with my peace, bye. I will remove myself from the situation. I'll be like, hey, okay, bye. But no. I worked too hard to get to where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
To accept all the bullshit that comes with people or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, don't take my kindness for granted or for weakness. Especially that. Because I'm kind to everybody.
Yes.
When you first meet me, I don't judge. I don't know.
Her face might not look always friendly.
Oh my God.
RBS.
Girl, that's what kept me out of fights in high school. Honestly, that's what kept me out of fights in high school. Like, oh, I ain't fucking with her.
So as a kid, what was your biggest dream? Like, whether it be like a career goal or whatever?
I want to be a singer.
Ah.
Get this. My whole family on my dad's side are musicians. My aunt is a phenomenal singer. If I had my aunt's voice, I'd be a millionaire.
She can sing.
No, not like
She can sing.
I feel like my gene, my hereditary, like all that musical talent just kind of like poured a little bit into me and then went on. But if I had my dad's, like my dad's got a very, that's how my mom and dad met. My dad's in a band,
Yeah.
you know, even
And your mom was a groupie or what?
pretty much.
Just kidding, Auntie. Just kidding.
But even when my dad was in the military, my dad did 20 years in the military. He was still a part of the military band. And then when he would come home from being like deployed or whatever, he had his band that we would hardly ever see my dad because he was always working with the band or traveling with the band. And honestly, that's how my mom met my dad. I was 2 years old in this restaurant club in Guam called Hong Kong Gardens. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I was running around the club, sitting on my dad's lap, playing the drums.
Oh, wow.
That's why my kids all have music in them.
Yeah,
like each one of my kids can play, some kind of instrument.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because whenever my dad comes, my whole loft there's a bass guitar, there's guitars, there's ukuleles, there's acoustic guitars, there's a drum, there's keyboards. When my dad comes, all the kids play. They all get together and they play with my dad.
I love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's all I ask. Honestly, it's not even about me. It's about I want them to have these memories with my dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad, for teaching me. You could have done better.
She's a singer.
Oh my God. What was yours? Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't come to a surprise.
Was that it?
No. Oh. I wanted to be an actress. I'm dramatic.
You are so dramatic.
I am emotional. I'm dramatic. I can make myself cry. I always wanted to be an actress. My dream was to move to LA and no.
Girl, you weren't going to do it in Riverside.
But you know what is so funny is I actually talked to my sister-in-law. Like we were going to do headshots for me, and like I would go to auditions when we were in Riverside. They cast old folks too. There's all, you know.
So it's not too late, girl.
But you know, I had thought about it, but you know, I got pregnant with my peanut butter, and
it's a lot. That's
so I was just like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna.
Well, look at your daughter now.
Yeah, and
I'm sure she played an excellent zombie last night.
Let's not talk about it because she's gonna get mad. But yes, I wanted to be an actress. That was.
You know the crazy thing too, Kaylee. Like she's so shy, but she's a freaking phenomenal singer. She's made all state 2 years in a row already, but yet she won't sing in front of me.
Our daughters were in choir together at their school, and my daughter was way in the back. She only took it because she had to take an elective. She was not a singer. She
dance moves too.
She's like, and Kaylee's over there on the mic doing a solo.
I know. That was shocking.
That was beautiful.
That was shocking because she didn't tell anybody.
Yeah,
she told nobody that she had a solo.
Yeah, I remember when you showed that to me. We were literally crying.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a beautiful surprise.
That's crazy how our kids are kind of like doing what we wanted.
Yeah,
you know, and here they are.
Yeah, that's true. My daughter is a lot, like her interests are definitely the same as mine.
Yeah, same as mine. Same as mine. And you know, she's self-taught. And that the thing with my dad too. My dad plays everything: guitar, drums, bass, whatever. He plays it, and he's self-taught. Yeah. He's self-taught. And my daughter now, she self-taught herself how to play guitar.
That's crazy.
How to play the piano, how to do all that.
I can't self-teach myself anything. That's a talent in itself.
You're crafty though.
I am crafty. I get that from my mom. My mom's super crafty. Yeah, I am crafty. My daughter is not. That's one thing she didn't get from me. Yeah, she's not crafty. She's clumsy. Starts with a C, right?
What are your what? I don't have my glasses.
Oh, okay. You want me to ask it?
Ask it.
Girl, get your bifocals next time. Jeez.
Wait. My glasses are coming in next week.
Or do you need me to hold the paper like far?
Yes, because I can't see this up close. That's why I put it on my phone so I can zoom in.
All right. So
what's the question?
What are the top 3 things you would have with you on a deserted island?
Oh shit!
Top 3 things.
On a deserted island.
If you were stuck on a deserted island, what are the top 3 things would you have with you?
I definitely have to have a fire starter because I can't. I'm no Girl Scout. Fuck that. I need to. Yeah, I watch Survivor. I see how they are naked and afraid. I can't do that stuff. So I need a lighter. What do you call it?
But lighters don't last forever.
I need one that lasts forever. I need a never
You can
dying
get the
lighter.
electrical ones.
No,
the
they
plug-ins.
charge. We had no electricity.
No, girl, solar. I was just gonna tell you, you can have a solar.
Oh yeah. A solar panel.
Yeah,
For sure, a solar panel.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely not have my family. They would drive me nuts. I'd just jump off the island. I don't know.
So you're alone.
I'm alone. The way I like it. I don't know. I'd probably be in heaven. I don't know. Like, I might enjoy it too much. I'm like,
You're crazy.
but yeah, I think a solar
Has to be a solar
panel somewhere would be awesome.
Would you have a cell phone?
No, I don't want no cell phone on it. No,
I had to have a radio. I'd have to have a radio.
maybe a toy.
solar power.
No, I'm just kidding.
You don't need a.
Oh, you know what? I would want a water filtering system.
Fancy.
So I can. No, they have those little straws that you turn dirty water into clean
Oh my
water.
God, from Timu again.
Yes.
It's a Timu gadget.
Yes, I can have clean water.
You can use
Can't you get a Brita?
use the natural elements to filter your
You got see if you had a
Oh.
pot, you could boil the water and kill all the bacteria.
Okay. I would want mosquito net.
Oh yeah,
mosquito
the
coil.
mosquito nets. You get mosquitoes and ants and stuff all in your cooch.
Yeah. Ill. No, thank you. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. If you could live anywhere in the world, anywhere, where would it be?
Ooh. I don't know.
Las Vegas? No, that's not on your list.
No. I don't know. Because I like so many different, I come from so many different elements.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it took me a minute to even get used to spending Christmas in California with just t-shirts, slippers, and shorts, or jeans and a t-shirt and slippers.
Mm-hmm.
I was used to East Coast Christmases where we need scarves, hats, mitts, gloves,
Mm-hmm.
boots. And so I miss that. But then I come here to Vegas and it's super cold,
Excuse me.
but there's no snow.
Mm-hmm.
But we see the snow in the mountains. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of liking that. I don't know. Where would you live?
In heaven?
Oh my God.
Just kill me now. I don't want to be in this world anymore.
Oh my
No,
God.
I honestly, I have no idea. I don't know. I have not traveled very far. So I don't know. I mean, somewhere tropical. I would love the heat and the beach, but not the cold, like Monterey. Like I wouldn't want that cold air. I would
Right.
want like Guam's warm air,
Like Hawaii.
the warm ocean water, not the cold freezing ocean. So somewhere like that. But so if you know of any places, comment below where I can travel to, where I can live my dream out.
She doesn't get out much.
Warm tropical water, air.
Well, you already been to Guam.
Yes. I've been to Guam, but I've never been to Hawaii. I've never been to
Same.
anywhere else other than,
Hawaii's
I don't know,
beautiful.
Utah, Colorado, California,
Are you talking about
Nevada.
Utah when we went camping? Doesn't count.
I still went there. I still went there.
Cut it short at that.
Oh, it was so hot.
It was so hot.
Okay, tell me one thing on your bucket list.
Visit Australia.
Oh, that was one of my dad's favorite places that he went to when he was in the Navy.
Same thing, dude. That's one thing I was trying to steer the boys to go to the military, go to the military. But because with my dad too, that's the one great thing that he was able to do is the military offered my dad to see the world.
Yeah.
I've got photos of my dad. My dad would have breakfast in Italy. The next, he's having lunch in Spain. And then over there in the UK, I've got a photo of him when he's sitting right there at the base of in Rio de Janeiro, underneath the big old thingy, God, Jesus,
Yes.
their thing.
Yeah.
Growing up, because my dad was in the military, my mom's house was so eclectic. We had the Italian polka de montes. We had an elephant tusk with like little china, like engraved in it.
Yeah.
We had that big old Spanish doll with holding the guitar in her big foo-foo dress.
Oh, we've had one of those
You
too.
know what I mean?
think we still do. Yeah.
Did your dad ever bring back a bunch of stuff from the military?
We have till this day. We still have it. He bought a painting of fruits, and it was in our kitchen, in our dining room, all growing up as a kid. And then when I was the first one to like move out on my own, not college related. So I was the first. So I took it with me to my very first apartment, and it was in my kitchen. And then when my brother moved into a house that he was renting, he took it to him to his house. So it's been traveling, and now it's back at my parents' home. It's not hung up. It's not on the wall anywhere, but we have it. So whoever's the next wants to, but it's so old. Like my dad literally had to go with the permanent markers and like touch up the brown because it's like a table with fruit. Like, yeah.
Where did he get it?
I believe he got it in Australia, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll fact check that later. But yeah. But he did bring back some like stuffed animal koala bears that my mom had forever. And they were this big, and you know how the little pin ones that like hug onto your shirt?
Oh yeah.
Well, this one hugged onto
That's
like
so 80s.
furniture. Yeah. So she always had it in her her bedroom on her mirror or whatever. She had the koalas hugging on the dresser mirrors. Yeah. So he always brought back stuff. Yeah. Definitely.
It was tell you, there was never a set theme in our house.
Yeah, bucket list for me. So when I was a sophomore in high school, we had a foreign exchange student that lived with us for a year.
Right.
From Panama. He's still my brother till this day. We still communicate. We talk. We actually just talked to him on the phone the other day. And my bucket list would be to take my whole entire family, brothers, my mom, my dad, to go visit our brother in Panama. Aww. I would love to see my foreign exchange student brother. He was just awesome. Like we just had a forever bond that we we created with him. And till this day, I mean, that was over 20 years ago, and he only lived a year with us, but he's always been our brother. Like, so
some people make big impressions in your lives, and once they imprint on your life, it's hard to let go.
Yeah. So my bucket list would definitely to be able to visit him, meet his wife, his beautiful kids, other than on FaceTime,
right?
But in person and spend time with. I would love to meet his parents. Never met his parents, and so yeah, that would be that's definitely a bucket list. Mine's more like
I know you're like
emotional.
Yours,
yeah,
all with the emotion.
Yes, definitely. Oh, the last question we have. Since you don't have your glasses, I'll read it. What would you do if you won the lottery?
Oh my God, I'd pay my debt. I'm still paying for student loans. Oh, Peanut, you're laughing, huh? Yes.
Debt.
I would pay off the house. I'd actually want to buy a whole compound. You want to come live with Nina? We'll live in a compound. Huh? But I would want to. I'd want to buy a family compound. I have the ones that are close.
Yeah.
Because if I don't feel like cooking, I'm gonna go to their house.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I mean, my number one is to definitely take care of my parents and my in-laws.
Yeah.
And so I would love to build our family, gated community.
Correct.
Where we have like a little community center in the center of us and our houses all around, and we can do our parties there and not in our houses.
Exactly.
So I would
girl.
love to like build our little community of, just my immediate family only. No. Not
You
extended.
go there and I'll go next door.
Yeah. But yeah, because I don't want to live with them, but we'll build little houses. We can all have our separate houses and meet in the middle.
Yes.
But yeah, I would definitely do that and travel.
Same here, travel. There's still so much more I want to see. I never really wanted to go see what it was like to be like in the UK, but now I do.
Yeah.
Even just once. Even just once, just to say I've been there.
Yeah. Yep. That was my last question. Do you have anything you can think of?
No.
Are you good?
We're good.
All right. Got to know you a little better.
Yeah, I got to know you too.
Yeah.
You're such a softie.
All right. You want to play another game?
Oh my God. What now? What are we doing now?
So we're going to feed off of our questions.
Okay.
We're going to play a game. It's called This or That. So our handy assistants behind the camera, they're going to...
Where are those aunties at?
Our aunties behind the camera are going to tell us 2 options.
Okay.
So you have to pick one of those options. So this or that.
Okay.
So that's it. And we don't have to close our eyes or anything. This is just a this or that.
Just
Okay.
say whatever comes to your mind first.
Okay.
Yes.
Toilet paper goes over or goes under?
Over.
I will literally be in someone's house, and if I see it under, I will change it. I will change it.
Girl.
So, girl, I'm telling you, if I come to your house and I see your toilet paper roll under, I will flip it over.
I'm always flipping it at our house. My brother always puts it going under. And I'm like, where was he born? Like, so I always end up flipping it.
Yes,
but yes, over.
Summer or winter?
Summer. I don't like the cold.
I like winter only because you can wear heavy clothes and no one sees the fluff.
I do like me a hoodie. I
Right?
do love hoodies. I love hoodies, but no, summer.
When you're in Vegas summers, it's all or nothing.
Well, okay,
Right?
not Vegas summers, but just summer.
Morning or night?
Night.
Delivery or sit-down restaurants?
Delivery.
Delivery.
Sneakers or high heels?
Sneakers.
Slippers.
That wasn't
That's not an option. You cheater.
Sneakers for sure.
Call or text?
Text.
Tags.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Dog.
Tent or RV camping?
RV camping.
We already did the tent thing. We're like, no.
After Utah, never again. You better get me a damn RV.
1-800-RENT. Right, Rent USA. That was it.
Silver or gold?
Gold.
Going out or staying in?
Staying in. At 50, yes, staying in.
Oh, it depends. I like to stay in, but I like to go out.
It all depends on who we're going out with.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Or what we're doing.
Or what we're going out for.
Yeah.
But if you ask me to go to a club,
No.
oh no, negative.
I mean, maybe once a year.
How about Sam's Club?
That club I can do. That club I can do. I can do Sam's Club. And I'll stay there forever.
Should be in line at opening.
Yep. Yep,
All the
I will.
samples?
Yep, I'll even stay and wait for the whole rotisserie chicken to cook. Kaylee's like, are we really going to stand for 20 minutes? Yes, because if we leave, then there's going to be a whole bunch of other people behind us.
Yeah, I'm a either or. I don't know. I can't choose.
Yeah, no.
Probably more staying in, I think.
When
I
was
would
the last
lean
time we went to a
towards.
club?
I do remember, but
I remember too. That's when we saw those UFC fighters. Like
Yes,
that, dude,
correct.
on the side.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
That was what, 2 years
torture.
ago?
That was torture.
It was over
Torture.
a year. That was like 2 years ago. It was the last time we went to a club.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they don't do clubbing like how they used to do. Now you got to pay for a table. Whatever happened to going to a club and going there early and getting your table? Now you got to pay for one, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's
Oh
expensive.
no, it's so expensive. And
want-
don't even go like talk about the prices of
They want
drinks.
to charge you $500 for a bottle of tequila.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go to a fucking liquor store right there on the corner of my house and get it for $25. If I feel like spending, I'll go $75.
I'm 50 tops.
Oh, no.
Anything 50 and under, I'll buy it.
See, that's why you get headaches.
I don't get headaches.
That's why Selena comes out.
Oh, yes.
It's
Yes.
quality, not quantity.
Thank you for joining us again for another
Auntie's at the table.
Aunties at the Table. Hopefully we'll see you back next week. Leave us comments for, like she said, any questions or topics. Leave us some questions in the comments so that we know what to talk about next time. And enough about ourselves. I'm tired of getting to know you.
Oh my God.
All righty.
Esther.
Adios.
At the table where their hearts collide, in this paradise, the stories and rhymes they abide. Oh, they chat with joy and